First of all, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Father Jean-Pierre Fetshi, OMI. I was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, that is the central part of Africa. Well, during my spare time I like playing football, reading books, and of course browsing internet. I was ordained in the year 2007, and as part of my missionary experience, I find myself today in Notre Dame University in Cotabato City, the heart of Mindanao, Philippines. When I first arrived in the Philippines, especially in the Cotabato City, most of the people were looking at me with awe and amazement, not because of discrimination, because of the color of my skin, but because they find someone unique. And most of all, some of them were shy to speak to me in English. They used to say, "Maka nose bleed tao," meaning to say, my nose is bleeding when I speak English with you. I myself know just a little bit of Filipino, just a Contelan. Most of them don't know that I don't speak that good English. Actually, most of them have better English than I do. From my stay here in Cotabato, most of the time I get asked, "What did you hear about Cotabato before you came in?" I always give the same answer. Actually, I didn't know much about the Cotabato City particularly. I know something about the Philippines in general, Manila, and Holo. Well, somebody would ask me, why Holo? Holo because of the security problem happening there. And of course, because of the reports we used to have on OMI website about security problems there, and even the killing of some of our oblate missionary working in that area. And when I came in the Philippines, that was in December 2009, it was at that time when the former president declared the state of emergency in some part of Mindanao, including Cotabato City. And along with that, it was the time when the souvenir of Maguindanao massacre was still fresh. So I won't deny that I brought with me fear. But I know one thing from my own experience in my own country, that when bad things happen, when there is war, corruption, all these things, injustice, it doesn't mean that the whole area is full of that. It doesn't mean that the whole area is affected in such a way that you cannot go there, in such a way that you cannot live there. So from my own experience, I knew that even though there are some bad things happening in Cotabato City, as long as there are people living there in Cotabato City, including my fellow oblates working there, so it's possible to go to Cotabato and to live in Cotabato. So that gave me kind of encouragement, some kind of input, strength when I was coming in the Philippines. Most of the time people ask me, do you find peace in Cotabato? Do you think that Cotabato is a peaceful city? Well, honestly, I don't know what to answer. First of all, as I said, I can't deny the fact that there are security problems in Cotabato. But at the same time, I know that the things that are happening in Cotabato City, in the Philippines, are not exclusive of Cotabato City, of the Philippines. In all the places in the world where you go to, you will always be warned by people about places, and even people have to be careful in dealing with them. Meaning to say, what is happening here, you can find it also somewhere else in the world. Now, if you ask me again, do you find peace in Cotabato City? I would say no. You don't have to find peace, but you need to believe that the peace is possible everywhere. You need to believe, but most of all, you need to work for peace, because peace is not something that we just wish. That is something that we have to do, something that we have to make possible. So wherever people live in the world, if they want to make peace, there will be peace. From my point of view as a foreigner, after 1 year experience in Cotabato City, I would say there are good people in Cotabato City. There are good people working for peace, believing in peace. And therefore, what we need to do is just to come in and see, because most of the time also, things that we listen are more than the actual situation on the ground. What we need is to come in, to see what is going on, close your eyes on bad things that are happening, believe in the peace, and work for peace. What we need is to make it happen. Ang kapayapaan ay sumainyo.